Hello, friends. I say this every year, but it's hard to believe we are upon the Christmas season once again. It just seems like every year goes by faster and faster. I actually start in the kitchen changing out my dishes and linens, but the living room is where I put up the main tree. So getting that done kind of signals the beginning of this beautiful season. Because I like to have a tree up for more than a month, I'm using the same artificial tree I bought about 10 years ago. I just love the vintage look of this one. My biggest tip for artificial trees is to fluff, and fluff some more. I go through every branch and I always come back later to find a branch that kind of seems off and do some more fluffing. It's definitely worth the time and trouble and makes a faux tree look so much more natural. Now, y'all all know my obsession with vintage C7 lights, and last year, if you remember, I finally found the True Tone LED Christmas lights that not only look like the old C7s, they have the glow those old lights had. All other LED Christmas lights have a weird blue glow if they're colored and a greenish yellow glow if they're clear warm. These have the same glow and beautiful color the old lights did, and they're LED, so they use much less energy. For my mantle, I wanted to do something really different and rustic, so I went back to some photos from Christmas decor I did at Balsam Mountain Preserve a few years back. I had my friend Steve, who owns Four Seasons Florist here, design and install this beautiful mantle, so that was my inspiration. I didn't have a box to fit the length of my mantle, so I put two together. Since they're mostly covered with greenery, I knew it wouldn't show. I added wet floral foam in containers so I can keep everything hydrated and it will last the entire month of December and then into January. Also, a big part of my inspiration was this vintage painting that a relative painted, and I just love this feeling, this cabin kind of mountain rustic feeling, and that's what I was trying to achieve in this room. I used a variety of greenery, including hemlock, white pine, and cedar. Then I went back and added magnolia leaves, nandina berries, and pine cones. I also put some dogwood branches in there as well. I love the rustic look of this, and I just love how it turned out, as well as the rest of my room, which I kept more rustic, kind of mountain cabin style, using things I had. Warm throws, pillows, Turkish rugs, and some of my Cherokee basket collection. On the tree, I ended up only using my great-grandmother's beads and a collection of beautiful handmade ornaments my mother gave me for the tree. And I love how that turned out as well. I added some ribbon bows I used last year, and that's pretty much it. I have never had a tree with this few items, but I am really loving this look. I'll share the whole room, and I'll link a blog post with photos and all the details below in the comments and in the description box. So if you have a question, be sure to drop it in the comments or over on the blog. I wanted to end with this quote from the Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman. His book, The Mood of Christmas and Other Celebrations, is honestly a must-have, one of my favorites, and so very inspiring. There's a strange irony in the usual salutation, Merry Christmas, when most of the people on this planet are thrown back upon themselves for food which they do not possess, for resources that have long since been exhausted, and for vitality which has already run its course. Despite this fact, Christmas symbolizes hope, even at a moment when hope seems utterly fantastic. The raw materials of the Christmas mood are a newborn baby, a family, friendly animals, and labor. Merry Christmas, friends.